Right then, this is a quick walk around video and it's a very windy day, so I'm hoping you can hear me okay. This is for Honda CR-V 2.2 EX automatic. It's on a private plate, W321ALX. That comes with the car. It's a 2013 car. 79,000 miles on the clock, fantastic history, all of the servicing. I think it's 12 been done by Honda. We've just done one ourselves now on timing for no other reason. It is in beautiful condition, this car. Go around it for you. Front of the car really clean, lights and lenses clear, intact, there's no cracks or condensation there. Bonnet, it's ridiculously clean for a car, 7 miles it's done. Hardly see a stone chip anywhere. Likewise, near side, absolutely smooth down the flanks. Near side front alloy, the one that's closest to the curb, and actually done very well, just a couple of very minor marks. Inside rear, lovely. And come around the back. Again, it's just got such a crisp look about this car. It's been absolutely loved. Entry points, tailgate, all lovely and clean. Off side of the car, driver's side. Again, absolutely mirror smooth down there. Off side rear alloy, again, beautiful. It's just starting to spit with rain, so I've timed it quite well. And then final alloy, again, as with the other one on the front, just a tiny bit of marking there, but in all honesty, that's one of the cleanest you're going to see for that age of mileage anywhere. Coming to the back, absolutely cavernous boot, load liner fitted, which is nice, and it's been kept very nicely. So coming into the side, back, this is where kids sit and often very, very heavily used, but this one's been kept really, really nicely. Coming in the front, again, very clean, full set of original Honda mats in the car. And passenger seat again in fantastic condition. Finally come to the driver's door card, again really nice and clean. Same with the footwell areas, again exceptionally clean, as is the driver's seat, the one that should show all the wear and shows hardly anything. Inside the car now, engine's running so the dash is illuminated, which looks pretty much like new. Sat nav working exactly as it should, as you can see. Just pop the car into reverse. You get that lovely clear parking camera, and that complements the front and rear parking sensors fitted to these top of the range cars. It's been kept beautifully. Come to the main dash binnacle, hopefully you can see 79,077 miles. Do apologise, I've left the rear door open. So the light's on there, but it's in beautiful condition, this car. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and locking wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2.2 EX automatic diesel. Car's registered W321ALX, 2013 car, with a mileage of 79,070 miles recorded. The reason we do all of our videos, and especially this bit, the road test section, is just to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of the cars we're selling, they get to see that very car actually in operation. Like a lot of people, we've been to see cars which have looked, perfectly good in a photograph or a description, but only to get there and drive it and find out actually it's got an obvious fault that shows up as soon as you drive the car, which can be really annoying. And we also do it on these very quiet country roads. It's beautiful part of Gloucestershire, even on a rainy, horrible, flooded day like today. This actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, by the way, and the hope, of course, is that it'll be representative of what you feel yourself should you go and drive in the car. So coming to the car, this has been extraordinarily well looked after, this car, and that is immediately obvious as soon as you drive the car. It just feels absolutely as tight as a drum. So I've just noticed someone's trampolines on top of a hedge over there. It was quite windy last night. I'll let them know on the way back. Yeah, I mean, it's not even been cleaned yet. It just looks like new inside. It's just one of those cars. I'll go on about it more as I have done in the walk around section. So starting with the engine, push button start. Engine starts instantly and settles to smooth, even idle. There's no warning lights relating to the engine. temperature gauge running as a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda car. In fact, on all Honda cars. But it's a brilliant engine, absolutely brilliant engine in so many ways. First of all, it's got all the trademark qualities you'd expect of a Honda, so incredibly tough and reliable with good regular maintenance. It's certainly had that up to now. But more than that, and it's timing chain driven as well. There's no cam belts on these cars, so nothing to worry about there either. But more than that, it's just such a lovely engine to use. Lots of diesels, even ones with sort of decent power, especially the smaller capacity ones, can sort of lull you to thinking they're kind of quicker or more powerful than they think. But they tend to have quite a narrow power band. Sort of the turbo goes in and pushes you back in your seat, but then it kind of dies away quite quickly. But they can also sound quite raucous. This is just brilliant. It's a diesel at low speed, of course. There's no getting away from that. But on the move, it's very smooth, very quiet. But the power delivery is just linear. It's just got lots of power throughout the entirety of its rev range, and it's usable if you need to. You don't have to, but if you need to. But unlike so many other diesels, when you do press on the throttle to get you to go, there's a lorry coming there. It's smooth. Helped by the fact that internally in the engine you've got counterbalance shafts to smooth it out. It's just typical Honda engineering. It's beautifully done. Engine then feeds into the auto gearbox. Very slick, smooth shifting gearbox, as is always the case with Hondas. Very robust indeed as well, by the way. They're a tough old box in these cars. Ratio is obviously selected by Honda to try and get the best out of the engine, both in terms of fuel economy and performance, and it does a very, very good job of that, I have to say. Moving on to the steering chassis. Steering tracks lovely and straight. There's no vibrations at this speed, or any speed actually up to the legal limit. It's really nicely weighted, very accurate, very precise. Allows the car to kind of flow through corners, but the car feels hefty yet manoeuvrable, solid, slick, everything I love about Honda. The ride, very comfortable, very well judged, because it's a compromise ultimately. Tall cars, stiff ride means they go through corners well, soft rides means they wallow but they're comfortable. This manages to achieve both brilliantly well, so it's very comfortable, but when you do go through corners, it's not a sports car, but it flows the corners very nicely. Really good body control. You get very little pitching and wallowing through corners, which is the bugbear of most taller cars. Worth pointing out, absolutely no sort of clonks or rattles on the suspension at all as tight as a drum. Coming inside the car, as I mentioned, this is a bit weird, the video, because the walk around section you've seen first actually was recorded after I've done this one. It's just the way we edit it. So at this time the interior hasn't been cleaned, although it has in the walk around section. Not that it really needs it, because it is incredibly clean. Someone has loved this car. Sitting inside it, you've got fantastic visibility, brilliant driving position, lovely comfortable supportive seats. But you feel very much in control as soon as you get in. The huge wing mirrors help you with lane changing, manoeuvring, but you just don't feel intimidated by the car in any way. Sorry, it's my son. Dashboard itself, obviously this is a top of the range car, very highly equipped, but it's a car you can just jump in and drive. It's not a car that kind of phases you, or you've got you have to scratch your head before you can even start it or do anything. It's all really simple. One of the nicest sat navs you'll ever use, because it's just so easy to use. That, by the way, also incorporates DAB radio, DAB radio, hands-free, Bluetooth. So for the era car, it's well spec'd. Down below that, a dual zone climate control system, so you can have different temperatures left to right if you really want to, and that does pump out lovely cold air, because we tried that in a nice warm workshop earlier on. It's all functioning exactly as it should. If I twist anything or give anything a bit of a prod on the switch gear, you've got got that lovely high quality feel, kind of like almost like rubbery precision to it. Again, too many cars, or so many cars you get into, you press a button, they kind of wobble on your finger, they feel gritty or plasticky to use. These don't, and the little details add up. You just know the manufacturer's taking care of all the other stuff very well indeed. They can do, you know, minor things like that so well. Dash binnacle in front, simple, easy to read dials, exactly as it should be, relatively minimal by modern standards, and all the better for it. And you've got this lovely leather-bound steering wheel to finish it all off. This is a four-wheel drive version of the CR-V, albeit you don't do anything. It's completely automatic, because basically no buttons, nothing at all. The car currently is running in two-wheel drive, front-wheel drive. Honda learned years ago that the vast majority of people driving any car really, but especially cars like this, would be driving as I am right now, where you don't need four-wheel drive on. Should it need to go to four-wheel drive, it's completely automatic. If the front wheels start to lose grip, if you were to pull away, let's say on sort of snow, mud or ice, via the traction control system, which reacts much more quickly than you or I ever could, it seamlessly brings in the rear wheels to give you four-wheel drive. The sensation is almost like someone's giving you a little gentle push in the back. You just kind of grip and go. It's a brilliant system, which we've used for donkey's years in our CR-Vs, which we have one of these. Exactly this engine and gearbox combination. But it's just fantastic in reality and use, because we've never come close to getting stuck with ours. The advantages of the system, fairly obvious. You're going to get through your tyres less quickly, you can use less fuel, and it puts far less mechanical stress through the vehicle as well. So much so that we've been selling these for crikey 25, 30 years almost, and I can't remember ever putting a spanner on one of these systems. I'm just going to let this chap out. So to start the video, of course, it's only brief. It's really just to show the car in operation, but I can't fault the car. It drives absolutely beautifully.